Okay, I am not trying to be funny. I'm not. Does anybody remember this? Here we go.
One of the... Now, please sip it. We're going to let everyone talk tonight. And that's what the loudmouths are for. Let these guys talk first. Go ahead. I'm one of the few non-bigoted black leaders around, I would say. Let me state now, let's deal with the facts. Let's go to the record. Tonight, we want to deal with the records and the facts. Please do it. On this program, your program, you heard me, you have me on tape defending this man. Recently, even after the shenanigans with him and the other... That's a lot of crap. No, brother, you have your time. That's a lot of crap. Brother, and I got brother, one of the... Now, please sip it. We're going to let everyone talk tonight. And that's what the loudmouths are for. Let these guys talk first. Go ahead. I'm one of the few non-bigoted black leaders around, I would say. Let me state now, let's deal with the facts. Let's go to the record. Tonight, we want to deal with the records and the facts. Please do it. On this program, your program, you heard me, you have me on tape defending this man. What? Recently, even after the shenanigans with him and the other... That's a lot of crap. No, brother, you have your time. That's a lot of crap. Brother, and I got brother,
Now, if the leader... I'm sorry. If the leaders cannot maintain control, what example are we setting for the children? So emotional. And I'm sorry, love to get a white man a show. The leaders cannot maintain control. You wonder why the kids act up so emotional. Now, I want to also address one thing he said in the beginning. And I don't have the full video, so I can't tell you the full context. But I noticed this. I found this very interesting. What Ennis said, Roy Ennis, okay? As a leader. Listen to what he says about the non-bigoted black leaders.
One of the... Now, please sip it. We're going to let everyone talk tonight. And that's what the loudmouths are for. Let these guys talk first. Go ahead. I'm one of the few non-bigoted black leaders around, I would say. Let me state now, let's deal with the...
Now, when he said non-bigoted black leaders, and I thought about that, have you noticed when there have been reports of like some of the black politicians, and I'm not saying that they cannot, the constituents do come in different nationalities, but I have noticed that we're always concerned with being non-bigoted. A lot of times in politics, we're not getting the first shake. You have a black person in charge. Okay, now what you got? Well, what do you have to show for it besides symbolism? Always so concerned with loving everybody. When people get in politics, they're there for their group. Surprise. But we're always concerned how we're seen. We want to envelop everybody. Everybody doesn't want to be with us. Again, it's about resources. And it makes me think maybe the black politicians, the majority, they're so concerned about maybe not, being considered non-bigoted or, I'm here for everybody, but I don't see you there for your own because out of all the voting and the protests and all the black leaders, I don't see any resources. I just don't. So listen to what he says. And I thought about it. Maybe that's why they make the decisions that they make. I just don't see, what are you doing? But you got you a position and you got you a check. What's the return on the vote? You got the black vote. What's the return, sir? Please tell me. Okay, you got the vote. So now what else you got? What are the benefits for the community? I don't hear them promoting black entrepreneurship. I don't hear them promoting, the community support entrepreneurship. I just don't. It's always when somebody gets shot. Okay, what else you got besides that? And that's why, I mean, it's like you're voting, and you may have a black person. All their concern is, I want to make sure everybody else likes me. But that's the culture of so many of our people. We always worry about everybody else and at the bottom collectively and don't have nothing. But you worry about everybody else. So let me know what you all think. I just want to make that clear. But one last time. So this is the leaders. This is an old video because this guy, I think it was Robert Downey Jr., who was deceased, and Al Sharpton, who's Roy Ennis. That coat looking a little tight on old Al. So, now he's turning to the fly boy, the designer suits, and that's a different video. But I thought about that. Non-bigoted black leaders. So if you're about your people, which every other group is, or about their culture, that's considered bigoted. Do you see the Hispanic politicians worried about black folks? Now, they may bring you up when it's time for a protest, things of that nature, piggyback off that. But I remember something it's probably been over 10 years ago, when it was about maybe the Haitians coming here, I believe. And the black politicians, they were riding with, program for the immigrants. But when it came to get support for the Haitians and the Africans coming here, and they thought they were going to go ahead and get with the Hispanic politicians, guess what? The Hispanic politicians, not one showed up. But the Negroes was helping them out to go ahead and fight for the illegal immigrants from Mexico. Oh, I remember that very, very well. Huh. Interesting. Now you want to go ahead and meet about your people. Not one Hispanic, Mexican, American politician showed up. But they get played every day. So you think, oh, I'm in this position, I'm black, and if I just try to get something done for black people, then that's bigoted. Man, you're just playing in Uncle Tom's Cabin. And that's a different version too. I've already heard about the so-called true Uncle Tom, but you get what I'm saying. So I find that interesting. You want to get income. I'm here for everybody. Where everybody getting some resources, but I just don't see in the BC. In my opinion, man, you got, as a group, a lot of immigrants, they're advancing more so. Here illegally, driver's licenses, benefits, get your mama over here, ain't paid a dime. What the heck? How's she getting a disability check or a social security check? You just got here last week and you in your 60s, coming from a whole nother country. The fleecing of America. So this right here, when he said that statement, it reminds me, for a black politician, just an excuse that they use to justify the reason why they don't do nothing for you. Listen one more time.
Now please sip it. We're going to let everyone talk tonight. And that's what the loudmouths are for. Let these guys talk first. Go ahead.
I'm one of the few non-bigoted black leaders around, I would say. Let me state now, let's deal with the facts.
Non-bigoted.
Let's go to the record. Tonight, we want to deal with the records and the facts.
Please do it.
On this program, your program, you heard me, you have me on tape defending this man. Recently, even after the shenanigans with him and the other...
That's a lot of crap.
No, look, brother, you have your time.
That's a lot of crap.
Brother,
And I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry, I really shouldn't laugh. But you get the idea. You think Roy Ennis would have pulled that with a white man? But true BC. You think he would have pulled that with a white man? I bet you if that was a white man sitting there, he would have kept his composure. Oh, never. But seeing the black person, man, that haterade button, that C chip is working. With another black person, oh, it's on with another black person. We ready. Would he have pulled that with another white man? Or an Asian man or Hispanic man? I'm willing to say no, would have kept his composure. On my best behavior. But another black person, this kind of behavior is very common. It doesn't take much to go to 10. It doesn't take much to go to 10 on each other. It's embarrassing. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Simply Said on YouTube.